So they're really going to want to like state their claim on, say, some progression through the mid-table of the pool here.
Yep, definitely. Both teams. Well, you mentioned both teams were sitting also at 1-1, both wins against the same team. And I mean, both teams have a loss as well, so curious to see as things kind of stack up and how things are going to go over the course of this game. That's going to be an opening triple kill. They're out of Newbert, just blows through the entire eDivided front line, and we're going to see some point swapping over here.
Yeah, that was some proper use. I mean, you know, it's all well and good getting your double kill off of Rockets, but you know, that shows some like heads up gameplay there to get himself the triple.
Yep, no, 100%. And for those curious as to why there is no threat sensor, we are playing on the Season 3 variant of the maps, the Arlington variants, for the next 2 weeks. HRL is basically just allowing a couple weeks for players to kind of get used to things and actually, you know, get some reps in on the new stuff before we make it available in play for the HRL. So we're going to be seeing the old things. So no teleporter, no threat sensor, whatever for the next little bit. And then come week 5, we'll see it. So it's going to be a 2-week gap until that comes into effect. But until then, it's going to be on the same old stuff that everyone should be well aware of by now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you know, we've all been having a lot of fun at the moment with the new game types and with the new equipment. But, you know, it's nice now to just settle into some cozy old, you know, regular Halo, classic Halo. The classic Halo Infinite, I suppose. But look, at the moment now, we're seeing eDivided trying to pull back. Like, they had a good opening, but Worriers kind of like took control of the map there for a while, and it looks like they've kind of maybe wrested a bit more control back again. But
so that's a fully loaded rocket too. It looks like that is currently on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know that anyone's picked it up yet. No, Hawkner got it.
Yeah, it does look like Warriors did get a hold of that, and yeah, well, Hawkner's going to pick up one with that as well. Looking for the second as well, and should pick that. No, Messi survives the rocket. Doesn't last too much longer, though. It looks like, you know, Doing traded that one out. I mean, right now, it is going to be a 40-point lead here for the side of Warriors. Doing a good job of holding on to this BC setup, which is interesting, I guess, because a lot of teams prefer the AB setup. I don't know which one you prefer. Hey. I think I'd rather have the BC or the BA setup, excuse me, just because you force them to come up that ramp into you, right? But I mean, Warriors not too concerned, I guess, about an overextension or anything. They're more than happy to just hold on to this and not really risk any like flip out, spawn change, whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, if you are controlling, like, if you have time to set up for AB, like, you're controlling the map a lot. It's a lot easier to control the map because every fight that you're going to come into is an uphill one for your opponent, right? So I think that, like, with this kind of like AB hold, like, it's a lot easier to control Cafe from A. You know, you can. There's so many places to go, whereas you're in no man's land if you get caught out in palms or trees.
No, absolutely. We're going to see, I mean, and just like you were talking about, this is going to be the uphill battle that you were speaking of. eDivided trying to get up this ramp right now. They're going to be going into a couple players. Hawkner will get caught, will go down. That's going to be 2 players down for the side of Warriors. They're trying to make a stand over here, and it's going to be Robsy finding one. Not able to deny the cap, though, on towards B, and is going to get stuck and is going to take down the player with him just by walking up to him, giving him a hug. Will pick him up. The fight over Rockets will be going down in mid, though. Willmatic was the one, I believe, who picked it up. It did go down, so the Rockets on the floor. Robsy's going to grab those, and Robsy is going to survive. So that does mean power weapons in play. And I believe A is being flipped here as well, so the points are going to be transferred over here towards the side of the Warriors. And, I mean, the first rocket missed, and the second one got 2. So, you know, rocket efficiency, that's 1 kill per rocket. I'll accept that.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, he put the other one on, absolutely. Let's like make no mistake there. But like that kill off spawn from Newbert was unbelievable. It made such a big difference because they got rockets in the end and were able to completely swing the momentum of the fight up at B. And now it looks like, I mean, it may be a little trapped at B, but I have a feeling that they're going to be able to spread out and, you know, take whichever place like takes their fancy. I've got to say as well, Steph, that fight there while they were capping B just moments ago, some very steady shots, some very disciplined kind of play, getting all the damage down. And maybe it's not the flashiest play in the world, but it led to a cap, and I got to just call that out.
Yeah, but I mean, just absolute critical, and that is going to allow Warriors right now to extend the lead out to about 80 points approximately, and it's still climbing right now. It's going to be a BC hold once again for Warriors. I don't know if they just kind of prefer this or it's just kind of how the map gets handed to them. That's a big kill though. Messi PM going to pick up 2 and is going to walk right into B. Going to be 1 player on the point though, fighting this one out with Messi. So Messi just trying to hang on and will do so. So that's going to be B flipped over, but almost immediately you can see the rotation coming in from Warriors. They got a player on towards A, they have players on towards C. Rockets up in 1 second, and they're here for it. So Warriors just overall, their map presence is just amazing right now.
Unbelievable the amount of pressure that's being put on. That shows you, like, if you're on eDivided right now, you've got to be thinking, like, in the back of your head, you're like, what do I have to do? I mean, I just fought tooth and nail to get this cap, and now they're scoring again. Like, they are relentless at the moment here, Warriors, and it's going to take a lot to dislodge them. And I've got to say as well, absolutely, Warriors, like, if you're if they seem happy with this with holding on to C, because hey, if your opponent isn't gonna push C, if all of the fights are being broadcast to you that they're going to be over B and that they're going to be over A, you can choose when and how and which engagement between those two you want. So I mean, it seems like they're absolutely content to be kind of playing a bit more reactive in that sense, but being reactive, but in a proactive manner. I believe it's not like they're desperate here. They're very much like just taking the fights as they're given.
Yep, no, 100%. And we are going to see once again, though, the caps coming in from Warriors. Their lead still up to about 70 points and holding on. I mean, we're going to see some players finally getting around down by the shotgun side of the map. Not a whole lot of presence, I think, over the course of this game. We just have not seen a lot on this side of the map. To be fair, there's no objective there, so unless you're going for the shotgun, players are a little less inclined, I guess, to go over there. You're going to see the nades are going to start flying out on towards A. Hockner trying to stay alive and is going to take fire from 2 players. Goes down to Steph. And Steph is going to push on through. This is AC, and you may be able to push here for a trip cap. They should have an opening, but no, actually, every player from Warriors, or from the side of eDivided, except for Will Maddock, I believe, just went down. And with rockets coming up, it's almost a full map reset across the board from both sides as Hockner grabs them and gets away.
That's some devastating timing there. I mean, to go 4 down is one thing, but to go 4 down as rockets are spawning up, like, that's gonna hurt. Like, Warriors now are taking their time, getting, like, you know, not overexposing themselves because they know they have this push. They just don't want to give away any, like, silly deaths to the defense here. And it looks like Will Maddock here, like, is gonna, yeah, like, pick up those 2 kills and really kind of set Warriors back. But it looks as well now like that there's just been a complete swat. Like, they're swinging haymakers at each other at the moment. Like, we're seeing 2 down from both, and this is getting messy.
I mean, it's just all over the place right now. I mean, you remember I was talking about how good Warriors map presence was? Like, it was just all over the place. They were everywhere, and now it's just kind of devolved into sheer chaos across the board. Both sides kind of just running back and forth. The amount of flips that we've had in the past, like, minute and a half has been extremely high, and it's just players are spawning on one side, we're going to run there, and then we're going to spawn on the other side, we're going to run there. End of the day, the Warriors has crossed the 200 point mark, though. They're up 80 points as of right now, and that is going to be a cause of concern for eDivided. You do see they're on towards B here, so they will halt that up. And the push forward from Messi, looking for the weak player, will find Hockner as well. But again, I mean, pressure on towards A. No matter where you go, the rotation is in on the other side of the map.
Yeah, and I've got to say, like, looking at the Warriors stats here now, like, there is no one standing out. Like, they're just, it's a solid team performance all around. All positive, all good. Don't take solid to be average or mediocre. It's quite a very good kind of way to be as a team. Like, I mean, I'd be fascinated to see the damage because it looks like, you know, I mean, Newbert is the only one here who has less than 5 or less, like, assists. Whereas on the other side, we're seeing Willmatic and Messi really pull out when it comes to the slays, and you know, it can be very difficult when, you know, there's like, you know, kind of a disconnect like between the players, you know, because I think we're seeing a lot more team fights until recently here by the Warriors, but it looks like eDivided have really kind of tightened their grip on this game.
No, 100%. I mean, I was going to harp about, oh, you know, like rocket efficiency from Bandit. Still picked up the kill, and you got the map presence. I mean, eDivided has closed the gap now to within 10 points. They've brought it all the way back, still in possession of AB. Warriors right now has to fight their way out of C, and they're currently struggling to do so. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade here. Looking for the stalker rifle in the hands of Meow to do some damage here, and it looks like there's going to be a bit of space. And there you go. They're going to pick up Bandit. That was the player over here on this side of the map. Willmatic is also going to go down. Messi's on this rotation here to C, but they've given up B. And, I mean, they just had the lead. eDivided brought it all the way back, and now they've lost it once again. So they're looking to see what they can do. That's a great headshot out of Meow, and the push is coming forward. The players of eDivided are just flying right now into the side of Warriors, and it's not really working out. They're going to trade one back. There's 2 dead on either side, but the 2 players from Warriors are here on B.
I don't think he's going to win. Oh, yeah. I think they might just be getting away with it here, Warriors. Oh, maybe not.
Alrighty, we caster curse them once again. I mean, it's 10-point lead. It was definitely looking like a blowout early on in this map, and so far it is closed out. And Hockner is going to get stuck by Messi on a casual grenade toss out into the side. So this is, again, eDivided applying a ton of pressure here over towards C. Warriors has to fight their way through this. Hockner is going to be on towards A. Meow should get up on here towards B as well. So these are the fights that, I mean, Warriors needs to take right now, and they're taking it.
Yeah, and I mean, eDivided went, like, I believe 2 down or 3 down there. And, yeah, Warriors, they're getting a bit worried. Not gonna lie. You know, there's a lot of pressure on here now at the moment. And I mean, with just, like, 20 points left in the game either way, any loss of a hill here could be massive. Oh,
yeah, that's gonna
no!
Was that not a back? I guess it wasn't a back smack. The player turned around. Robsy's not gonna pick up that kill. Steph's gonna be on the hill. Gonna get 1 kill. Not gonna survive, and wasn't able to get that cap off. Messi gonna be looking to try and cap A if possible, but there's gonna be 2 players here to prevent this push, and that is gonna go down. That is gonna probably end the game right here. Warriors is gonna hang on, and it's gonna be 250 to 228 at the end of the day. We're gonna see if eDivided is going to be able to answer coming into this map. As we're going to see, I mean, right off the break, right for the camo. Again, it is camo. It is Arlington setup as we are running the Season 3 variants. No translocators for the time being. I haven't actually seen... I've seen some very strange things happening with that translocator. And I mean, I think part of it is honestly, I just don't fully understand how that thing works. But the teleporter, you just kind of appear on the map and you're like, surprise.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can tell where it is, but we can catch up on that there in between games at the moment. We're looking at a very even game here between our heroes now. But we do have Willmatic here with the camo, and he's, I don't know, like, he's been caught out here with a beautiful kill. Just there at back base, and you know that's gonna, I don't know, that's gonna hurt. Like, it always hurts when you're off camo and you maybe don't get what you feel you should. But I mean, he did get 2 kills, so 3 now, so I wouldn't be too worried. But
yeah, but we're gonna see. I mean, the players are gonna be moving in here. It's gonna be all nicely tied up though. So despite, you know, all the chaos that's been going on across the map right now, and the camo turning into 2 plays, still gonna be deadlocked for the time being. And I mean, it looks like this is gonna be a slow Slayer. These players are just grouping up. They're kind of standing their ground and taking up the spots on the map that they want to have, right? So you're gonna have pushes coming in, and whenever there's a push, there's always seems to be a trade here. You see, it's gonna be a double push on towards Steph. Steph is gonna find 1. Steph's gonna find 2 of them.
Oh,
before going down, but that was a 1v2 originally. Eventually a 1v3, and Steph comes out with 2 of those kills.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was just gonna say there, eDivided, while they were all playing pretty slowly, eDivided had the favorable setup. I mean, they were on fridge side, but they had mid control. But I would say like mechanics is how they got anything. Like it was I believe a 2-for-2 up there at Plasmas, but like that was like I don't know what you like can do differently there if you're Steph. That was some great play. Getting those 2 kills.
Let's see, how are you doing right now? Currently it's 7-3 as well. Top of the lobby alongside Steph Steps in terms of kill numbers. As they're going to continue, Will Maddox going to get pushed by Newbert. Newbert going to be forced to fall off. It's going to be a 3-point lead here for the side of Warriors as they're going to continue kind of charging forward. You can see waiting for them to kind of meet up, see where these players are going to go. And you can see the setup from eDivided once again. They're taking, I mean, like you mentioned, it's a very like slow, methodical setup that they're kind of lining up and just waiting for these players to kind of walk into the setup. They've set up over in towards halls, and you can see the push. Finally, Bandit, the first one out. That's a bulky BR actually in his hands that I did not realize. That has some additional attachments on it. Maybe it does more damage, right?
Yeah, I you have to assume, right? You know, oh my God, was that stick? Oh, that looked very close to a stick there for that grenade down to Shrooms. But no, unfortunately not. We're seeing Warriors kind of build out a bit of a lead here, and I mean, got to take your hat off to Meow here. Meow you do, and just getting himself like triple positive at the moment. Keep the change. My goodness, what a grenade!
Yeah, just followed it up so very nicely there and got that trade as well. The player, I mean, that's going to be one fall, but Messi will pick that one up. Wilmatic forced to back down here as well. There's going to be additional players. There's going to be 2 right on top. Finds one and is going to be there for the double.
Double. He's just better, man. Oh my goodness.
I mean, trades coming in. It's eaten away.
Sorry, he had like the entire, like, he had the perfect setup for that. He had the perfect weapons for that. Like, man, he just pulled that double kill out, and he was just unfortunate that there was a spawner coming in from fridge, because I mean he could have lived there if that wasn't the case.
Yep, no, definitely. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think a player spawned like immediately in front of him, and that was basically the only reason why he ended up dying, because just did such a good job clearing out both players. The shock nade as well, doing a ton of damage. Steph is gonna get caught in the back. Will survive though, as you can see. Hawkner trying to just find out where these players went, and well, it's gonna spot a couple of them. One will go down. That's gonna be a nice funnel into a teammate. Meow, you doing picking that one up? Okay, Hawkner, I feel like 100% is on a mouse and keyboard. This movement is kind of hurting my head. I won't lie. The way everything is snapping around is giving me a slight headache. I won't lie.
He has the what's it called? Look at the pistol. It's like a pipe pistol.
I want to say it's a camo set or something, but. Yeah, we are going to see
probably the new hazmat thing, right?
Probably. I still can't get over Bandit's VR. Like, look at how bulky this thing looks.
It is. It looks like Lego.
Honestly, I don't even know if there's actually additional attachments or it's just the skin that's confusing me, because everyone else's VR looks very slim by comparison, but it is still going to be a 5-point lead. Yeah, it's still a 5-point lead. Despite Steph's best efforts, Meow You Doing is now taking over the kill lead and slaying at 13 kills, 13-8 right now, doing a good job. 5-point lead has been maintained, and Worriers has done a pretty good job of kind of just holding that as well.
Yeah, I mean, Messi here, like, if you're on the team of Messi here, you've got to be wondering, and like saying, if, like, for example, if I'm, I believe it's Bandit is the captain, right?
Yes.
It's Foxy.
Yeah, no, that is
currently out today. Oh, right, okay. Yes, so, like, Messi here, he's positive. Yeah, he's 11 and 10, but if you look at that assists, like, not really fighting with his team here. So you've got to wonder kind of where he's taking his fights, you know? Are they all pivs?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but I mean, definitely racking it up in that category for sure. I mean, Robsey's basically just like, oh, it's a competition now, up to 14 kills now over Meowdoin's 13. But despite all of that, I mean, look at Steph go.
She just lived, man. I don't know how, like, that takes so much restraint. You're there, you know they're low on shields, but you know you are too. And to have the restraint to live there, that's impressive. You know, that's as good as a third kill.
I mean, that's an insane turnaround too. You were down by 5 going into this last few points, and all of a sudden, like, eDivided has the lead. It's going to be 47 to 46 right now. Hockner trying to work around the side here, stay alive, but this is now going to come down to the wire. It's a 1-point game with 3 kills to go on the side of eDivided. And that, what?
Oh, man. From downtown with that. Jeez. Oh, let's go.
And that's going to be it. Yeah, eDivided coming from behind.
But, man, I mean, that's... Yeah, I mean, if you're putting yourself in a hole every time, like, it's gonna get difficult.
No, definitely. I mean, right off the rip, it's gonna be a sniper in the hands of Hockner though to see where this is gonna go. First shot gonna go wide, is looking for Bandit here, but I mean the point is gonna be all set up, and we are gonna see where these players are gonna be headed to next. Is that a new change? How it looks like a cylinder, like the vertical? Oh, that was a nice shot.
Oh.
I don't remember this like cylinder shape being here. I thought it was just on the ground, but maybe I haven't been paying enough attention, but I feel like that seems new. I don't recall that being there before.
Which cylinder shape?
So if you look at the point here, you see how it goes up? Like the outer edges are in a giant like kind of cylinder, I guess, going into the air. I don't know if that's new. I feel like I haven't seen that before.
No, I believe that's how it
maybe
was.
I was never paying attention. Like... Oh, that was close. That was critical.
What a shot! Oh man!
I mean, yeah, I mean, finished off, but that plasma pistol shot on the OS was, oh, that could have been absolutely huge. I mean, it worked out anyway because the OS got brought down, but oh, it could have just been a one and done there if the plasma shot missed or hit. Didn't do so though, and at the end of the day, it's still gonna be 50% across both teams here. But eDivided is gonna stand at the end, and they will have possession of that hill.
Yeah, this is very scrappy, very puggy. They're kind of like just swinging at each other here for control of this hill. But it looks like they've conceded this to eDivided. Although, I think they were maybe premature in not just taking that point. Because, yes, it's nice to set up for the next one, but... I mean... They could have scored that, I believe. No real problem. If I'm not mistaken. And now we just see Worriers might be able to steal this one away. I mean, that kill on Sunnyside, I don't know if anyone can get into the hill on time. Oh! Grenades though.
It's going to be contested, and Steph's going to win, but no, Meowdoin is going to die to the nade. That was Meowdoin's nade. It's been 2 overshields.
Oh, yeah, but Bandit. Oh, yes. Messi is there. Willimatic is there to pick up the point at the end. Like, I mean, that's great.
That was such a long first hill too, because I mean 2 OSs have come up and gone away in the time that it took for that first one to basically go through, and currently it's just all Worriers here. Oh, there you go, the plasma pistol does hit. No. Goodbye OS.
Yeah, and I mean it could have been a lot worse as well, because I mean Willimatic was threatening a little Achilles spine there as well with his jump up. Unfortunately unable to put it all together, but yeah, it was very good play there from Willimatic.
We are going to see, I mean, pushes are coming forward once again. Steph is going to go charging in on towards the point, playing around with Nubert. Nubert doing a great job of staying alive and picks up that kill. That was a great job by Nubert, just snaking all the way around, able to pick it up. That's going to secure another hill, so that will be 1-1 now as we head to hill number 3. Warriors on that rotation.
Yeah, and shout out to Nubert here. Like, different players are stepping up in different maps, which I like. It's atypical to see people kind of like getting out too far ahead on Worriers team. They seem to be very kind of like very solid, very like spread across the team. But like, yeah, like Newbert, who we haven't really seen slay out too much, has really come up and stamped his authority on this match so far, with 11 kills so far on Hill 3.
You can see, I mean, the slaying definitely a lot more even on the other side of the board. I mean, to be fair, Warriors is basically, everyone is all basically up close together, except for Newbert. Newbert, with that OS, is continuing to go forward, finds 2 before going down. The OS once again coming through and is going to get picked up. Robsey's going to find another. That's 4 dead for eDivided. And Warriors should almost be able to bring this point to its conclusion.
Yeah, there's 1 push here, I believe. And if they're if they lose 1 here, I don't think they're going to be able to take the hill. So I think that might just be it. Yeah.
That will be it for the hill. You're going to see, I mean, the shots are still going to be ringing out around this hill. We are headed to P4, which is going to be over here by the OS. The OS was already picked up recently, so it's not going to be coming up anytime soon. And I mean, it's like a 2-for-1 objective, basically, if it is coming up. But don't have to worry about it for the time being. What Steph does have to worry about is the fact that teammates are falling around left, right, and center. And that is going to be a little bit of a problem here, as here comes Warriors charging forwards. One player is going to be in mid. Will Maddock goes down. Meow, you doing up on the oversight. Knows there's another player nearby. That's going to be Steph, and that's another weak player. So the callouts coming through from Warriors, very on point and very location specific here. As I mean, you got yeah, you doing able to just clean all those up. Robsey soaking up some hill time as well, doing a really good job of just maintaining this point. And I mean, eDivided has not really had a chance to get close.
I mean, also just gonna put out there, like Newbert is going off, but just a casual 9 assists from Newbert already. They've just gotten the 3rd hill, their 3rd hill. Like, there's so much time left in the game, and like, I would say traditionally, like, Turbine is the longest hill, like, where it's situated and, like, you know, how open it is. Like, there could be a lot of, like, swinging back and forth, but they made that one look easy.
Definitely. I mean, well, I mean, it's going to head to the next, you know, my personal most hated hill. It's this one and what is it? Oh my god. Messy, which is just the actual casual burst over that corner. Probably didn't even know there was a second player back there, but it doesn't matter. Picks them all up anyways. And just, well, okay, there you go. Yeah, that is one way to turn things around, that's for sure. That's going to be a hill, like 3/4 completion basically for eDivided already. Warriors has not really been able to get close, and they're able to get in now. Newbert trying to just be a nuisance inside the hill, but will fall. And it's going to be Hockner, last one alive, trying to contest this, and will succeed in doing so. Grabs a sniper, I think left the BR. Oh, no, still has a BR in the hand. I mean, I hate this hill personally, just because you just throw grenades, and as a hill player, you just suffer. It just makes me very sad.
Yeah, Hobbsy was very swapped on there, or sorry, Messi was very switched on there. I think Hockner saw Messi kind of drop off and just think, no, he's going to just wait for his shields to come back. But no, he kept the aggression up, and he was able to pick up that big double kill to secure the hill for his team.
Well, down goes Messi right now as the rotations are coming through from the back, and that's going to be, well, if the arms were just a little too short, Steph is going to now be fully equipped with the heat wave as well as the sniper, and is going to go charging forward with it. Picks up the kill. Has no bullets left though. You got to exchange that now. But has the sniper in hand and just eats that nade.
Not only eating the nade, but that animation glitch was very unfortunate for her. She was unable to capitalize on her good play with a snipe up to say bridge with players who should have been visible to them. But you know, that corpse just flying in circles in the air really kind of prevented her ability to pull off any of those shots.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we will see. I mean, the shots coming up top. Meow You Doing and Hockner are playing a little far back here. We're just waiting for the team to come back up. That's Hockner trying to clear out the space. But I mean, we are potentially going to a 7th hill, it looks like. I mean, Worriers has not done a whole lot to really contest this. The push is finally going to come in, but I mean, it's a little bit late at this point to kind of make a push on towards this hill. And if you don't succeed, which they are not going to, we are going to hill number 7 all the way in the back. and you're already spawning out, so Warriors might have fumbled this one coming out of the gate, but Robsy will be there on the point. No one from eDivided, excuse me, kind of close enough. That's going to be a very nice nade out of Robsy. And it's all going to come down to this one hill, and despite that early lead that Warriors has been climbing on, I mean, look at Nuber, 22 game crashing out because, you know, Halo is not exactly the most stable game. Unfortunately, we missed what I hear was a banger ending. eDivided sneaks it out 4-3 after being down 3-1 in that King of the Hill. They come all the way out and bring it back. And now we're into map 4. Recharge Oddball.
I mean, eDivided pulling it out when it counts here. You know, maybe just have like a bit of minerals about them, you know what I mean? Like, really just when they have to clutch, it seems like they do at the moment. Now, I don't know how long you can... Oh my god, Steph! What was that? Oh my god. Perfect fucking headshot there. Like, dead to rights.
Absolutely. I mean, the shots are just coming in from absolutely everywhere. Hawkner up top as well, trying to hunt down Bandit. Bandit just hiding behind the... Oh, gets it taken down with that second battery, but the beatdown will come through. I mean, so this is going to be very typical recharge oddball in the HRL, and it's called Slayer, where nobody touches the ball. The final score is going to be like 20-30. Because just nobody ever touches the ball. It just sits on the ground and everyone just kills each other. And then we do that repeatedly for like 5 minutes. I don't know if you've seen it before, but you're probably going to see it here because we're already like a minute and a half into this round. And the score is 14-8.
Oh, right. Well, this is my first Masters match to be casting, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, the higher levels of play do usually see a lot more Slayer when it comes to oddball than they would say in Contender and Challenger. But still, like, I mean, it leads to good matches. It leads to interesting, like, close matches as well, because teams don't just hold on to the ball and kind of just try and live, like, you know, as long as they can. Like, they're very proactive. They're very much ready to increase the number of guns that are pointing at the enemy at any moment in time.
Yeah, absolutely. We are going to see this Hawkner is going to be coming through as well. That, I mean, just kind of just so casual. Just go like, boop, goodbye, Bandit. Bandit's going to hit the floor, and that's going to be... I don't know if that's a glitch. It didn't look like I don't know if that's an actual glitch, because it didn't look like Hawkner shot any bullets. And I'm a little confused as to that. Was that our side?
I think that's our side, because he definitely got a remote death there as well in the previous fight that he had. So yeah, I believe it's probably just an animation glitch.
Oh, Robsy, that was ambitious. A little bit ambitious to go for the shock rifle grapple right into 2 players, but that will hand the ball over to eDivided here. They're going to be up now, counting points, 15 points and counting. That's a great follow-up nade there, and a stick to go with it as well. Just like all the like, why can't I throw nades like this?
I mean, if I could, I would, man. I'm telling you, for nothing. Like, but I mean, geez, like, these players just, like, not only have they put hours in, but they've got the talent as well to pull off things like that, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. And Steph will get caught up top. So Messi is going to be the one trying to work back. The ball's been reset as well, so it's still going to be on the podium. No one's been able to get over there really to kind of pick it up yet. You have 4 players alive from Warriors and 2 from eDivided coming off of respawn, so not in the positions that they want to be in. Steph will get caught out, just barely stays alive, and is going to get away as well, keeping the life in play. Active camo is going to be up, and Will is looking for this one and is going to pick up the kill. And I think it's going to get away with this. Yeah, we'll be able to slam that one home. So that's going to be active camo on the board. But again, I mean, no one's touched the ball in the past, you know, 30 or so seconds. So, Slayer.
Right? Like, I think that it's very kind of telling, like, that, well, we have 22 points in it, and we have 2 minutes left. Like, this is going to be... Yeah, as you said before, going to go down to the... Oh! Harpoon? They traded? Oh, that's That's gotta suck.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what just happened there. I mean, I switched the players and the kill feed reset, so I'm a little disappointed in myself for that one. But, I mean, at the end of the day, Warriors are going to grab that ball. They're going to get away with it. They got a bit of time that they got to be making up here, and 1:41 on the clock does mean that you have to start considering the time for the next little bit here. You do see, I mean, shots are going to be coming through from absolutely everywhere, but time is going to become a factor shortly here. I believe, did something just happen to the lobby?
Yeah, it may. Okay.
Something looks very wrong here.
Could be an observer issue.
I'm hoping this is an
but
observer issue because this got weird.
Looks like they're
real quick.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
I mean, no one like we would be able to tell if on their end it was down because they wouldn't still be fighting. So, I will
This is new.
imagine. Yeah, I mean, look, enjoy the light show. I mean, you know, let's go. I mean, I can't tell if Messi is alive or oh, all right. We're getting some fireworks here, guys.
This is like, you know how there's Halo desync, and then there's whatever this is.
This is just like Halo fun sync, right? I mean, it's just like, hey, is there a thing that explodes? Sure, it's exploding right now.
Yeah,
you know,
it's gonna explode
is there
another
supposed
5
to be a
times.
particle effect? It's just gonna be white, and you won't be able to see anything. You know? This is great. I love it. Oh my god, look at all of that explosions over there.
This is,
oh man,
yeah, this is a next level of
through the
desync.
fire
Oh
and
my
the flames here comes Hawkner. Meow You Doing playing his best rendition of Schrodinger's cat by popping in and out of existence there for a few moments. And yeah, the grenades are just blowing up all over the gap here. I love this. Gotta say, you know, and we're getting pushes here from top mid. Oh,
This is just
the anime. This is great. This is amazing.
Yeah, this is a great version of Halo. I know, right? It's like, oh, if things explode, it's gonna explode another 20 times before it finishes on. So yeah, this
Well,
is.
yeah, I think it's just all part of the new meta, really, that's been introduced since the update. You know what I mean? I just think, like, you know, Rob, Meow You Doing just popping in and out
like,
of
are they
existence
alive?
again.
They're not alive. They're alive. I mean, this is kind of wild. The clock, though, is going to run down, and this is going to be kind of critical here. Hawkner has to get on that ball. You got to pick that one up, my guy, because that time is going to run out, and you're not going to be on the winning side here unless the ball's not actually there. I don't know what just happened there, but...
I don't know why
is it
Hawkner
0-0?
left. Why does it say victory?
Why is it 0-0?
What? Oh.
Okay. Well...
We are not seeing what's happening in this lobby, guys.
Oh my God.
But you know what? We're gonna pull through, okay? We're gonna call it how we see it, and maybe that's how it is, maybe it's not how it is, but it's how we see it, all right? And that's all that matters. Like, for example here, Willimatic is, after picking up, I'd say, about 2 or 3 points for his team, but it appears he's tossed it to an enemy player.
I'm utterly confused.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is just absolute chaotic on the map, but everyone from
All
Warriors
four dead here for Warriors.
Oh my God.
Well, 3.5. Now 2.5, and it seems that Robsy has apparated. I've got to say, Meow You Doing putting in a good bit of work here as well. And we will, in fact, tell you, we'll fight. Oh my God! Oh, he has been hit with an orbital strike, and he is just down for the count. My God. Yeah, I think yeah. Okay, so those grenades aren't really happening for them, which is nice. However, I think that we're really seeing like 343 Industries kind of say, well, you thought casting was difficult before? Let's crank it up a small bit. Let's increase the pressure, right? We don't know what the score is. We don't know who has the ball. We don't know where the ball is or who's alive. Right now, anyone could be alive on Warriors. But you know what? We're still here, All right, guys, we're experiencing this together, okay? And I want to hear in the chat, I want to hear you all just let me know what your favorite moment is here, because I would love to see the clips. I would love to see the clips after this. I'm in it right now, but I'm trying to focus on what's going on. But I mean, there's got to be some gems coming out of this. I mean, here we have Messi, who has camo, maybe. And, I mean, he's just going to hopefully pull off a good flank onto Whirlpool and give his team the opportunity to get some ball time.
Yeah, this is... So one thing that's kind of interesting is that the score is actually correct. Like, eDivided is currently up 1-0, and they have a 25-point lead in the current hill. And if you look at the slaying differential, I'm shocked that this is close. Because Worriers is just blowing them away right now in terms of the kills. You got 3 players over 20 kills right now from the side of Worriers, as it's like absolutely freaking out trying to figure out who's actually alive on that side of the board. And the answer is, I mean, he's both alive and dead, which is really funny to watch. It like fixes itself for a moment.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh no!
I'm pretty sure Worriers have some points here in game 2. Just looking at the cumulative score there, that's what 27.
Okay, yeah, you might be right actually. Then yeah, no, okay, yeah, because Mayun literally just picked up the ball, yeah. And there is no points counting on that side. So,
Hey, I mean, just like, you know, all we have to do is count the amount of time since they picked up the ball. Wait, oops, I can't do that. The timer stops. So, I mean, there's an amount of points being scored here by Worriers that could be, like, very statistically important or not. But I mean, you know, we're gonna find out here by the time that this game ends, because I mean, in the last one, we saw the Worriers win with a 30-point deficit. So, you know, we don't want to count them out just yet.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to take some wild guesses here as to what exactly the score is for Worriers, because oh my god, it's a light show and a half. Look at this mess.
I can't see anything.
Look at this. Hey, you got a kill out of it.
17 grenades. All right, man, I love this. This is amazing. Can this be every game?
I cannot tell you if eDivided's actually winning or not. They are winning in round count, which is, you know, also zeroed out. But something is just going on here where it's just not counting anything on the side of Worriers. So,
Is the ball outside the map?
No.
No, it's there.
Robsy has
Okay,
picked up the ball, so I mean, maybe it was, and it just desynced out of the map. I know. Apologies to everybody. I mean, this is just so hard to take seriously given what's going on. I'm sure you all understand, as you're probably laughing your ass off watching that along with us, as we're trying to figure out what exactly is going on at the same time as everybody else. As you know, every grenade explodes 3 times, and if you melee, you get an extra 5 melees in. And just, oh my goodness.
I mean, that was a great kill, probably. Well, I mean, we're looking at Mayun picking up some time here. Not in this universe, but in a parallel one in which their scores being tallied for us observers. And you've got to wonder, how close are eDivided to the perhaps somewhat fictional score? Oh my god! What a shot! How did he pull that one off? Robsy, you're filthy! Although,
honestly, at this point, that player could have been fully on a screen, like charging him down, and we would not know. That's what I feel like the answer is at this point of what's going on. At the same time, I mean, you got eDivided up to 50 points. We're down to a minute to go. And I realized actually in the last round, for all we know, is that Worriers could have won that round, and we just didn't know. Based on the scoreline, because I mean, they just let the time run out, and I'm assuming Hockner knows full well that the ball is gonna run out.
I think they know. I think it is. I think it is actually Worriers that won the first one. I'm like,
I mean, the score didn't tell me otherwise. But yeah, I also don't know. Like, I'm assuming the score was not counting correctly in the first round as well. So it's entirely possible Worriers won that, and we just have no idea. But we'll find out from the captains afterwards what exactly is going on, because they probably have actual functioning games. And then we're seeing, you know, like, this is where you turn, like, go to, like, Forge and just activate, like, half your mods.
Okay, no, there's one ball. Okay. No.
Like, this is just magic.
Ogner!
Oh my god.
There's just.
This is just chaos. This is literally
This is excellent.
This is just Forge mode turned on to steroids. Like, this is just absolute comedy.
Oh my god, no, look at him. He's just like, this is new tech. This is new tech. I thought you said there was not, like, I thought we were on, like, you know, classic settings. But here we are, just like really pulling things out of the bag. Like this flashing thing, that's huge. I mean, if you're able to flash in and out of your point of existence at such a rapid pace that you can avoid that much damage, I mean, that's gonna completely change the way that this game is played.
Well, it is gonna be the oddball picked up, and I mean, eDivided is currently on their way.
86 points.
89
this one.
and counting. I mean, 40 seconds to go, so they're gonna grab it. Steph is gonna have that ball in hand and toss the nades out as well. Just trying to stay alive.
I just hope that he holds it until it gets to 100, so we know that they've won it. Oh, dear Lord. It looks like Worriers have pulled it out, and there's 30 seconds remaining, and they have to score somewhere between 0 and 100 points to pull this one back. I'm seeing Meow here just picking up a nice kill, and I mean, this could be trouble for eDivided, who have tied the round.
Bringing it back. I realize I gotta hide that scoreline because that is no longer applicable anymore. CGC, thank you for dropping by once again. Thank you again, as we are gonna be ready. Empyrean Slayer. It's gonna be game 5. Worriers did end up falling 2-0. Or sorry, they picked that one up 2-0. Excuse me, over eDivided on that oddball on recharge.
Just to correct you, they tied 0-0. Or sorry, they tied 2-0. No, doesn't matter. The past is the past, right? Let's just bring this one out, right? At the moment, we are seeing Worriers really pulling away here with not only map control, but with weapon control as well. And they're already starting to put the screws on here with a spawn trap into sniper pit for eDivided. I mean,
like, for that. Now you're doing is so deep in here. I mean, look where he is. He's literally in their sniper room, and the spawns on this map don't flip, so the team is going to continue to spawn on this side of the map, just kind of based on where these players are. It's going to be all around. Bandit, I think, has just gone all the way to the other side now. So I think these are flipping around.
No, I believe he's just trying to get anywhere but the spawn trap at the moment. Like, unfortunately, no flips here, so unfortunately for eDivided. And this kind of teamwork and control is really, really showing for Worriers as they're able to just pin the enemy team back into their half. And a Hawkner here with sniper control, like, like, it's early in the game, and this is a very swingy map, but, you know, I still think it's gonna take a Herculean effort here for eDivided to pull this back. I mean, yeah. But then again, they've done that every time so far, so, I mean, you know, what am I even saying? These guys clutched off.
It's just going to be, I mean, we're going to see, I mean, this is going to be a little more of a comeback needed than we saw on Aquarius. Aquarius, they were down by 5 for pretty much the whole game and then just brought it back in the end. But this case, I mean, you're down 12 kills already. Worriers just kind of flipped a switch. Robsy 7-2, Newbert 6-4, and they have everything that you could possibly want. They're going to have the OS, or even dropping the heat wave over to teammates here to try and get them going, just hand them the power up and say, off you go. Have fun, buddy. But it doesn't look like it's needed. Hawkner going to continue forward. And, I mean, again, it's just going to be eDivided trying to break out of their spawns.
Yeah, and Robsy's just taking names at the moment. Like, Bandit here is desperately trying to get that sniper, but it was never going to happen. There's so much pressure down that side. And Robsy, if he can live here, would just compound the misery of eDivided, where I believe he was able to get one shot in there to provide that kill for his teammate in Sword. And he's just hanging around. He's just hanging around S1. Why wouldn't you, right? I mean, I'll tell you why I wouldn't personally, and that's because you're after putting the spawns up high and really kind of hurting your team's ability to control the spawn by kind of saying no, you have to. That there's nowhere else for them to spawn but needles. You know what I mean? So they were able to just break out, and hopefully, I mean, if eDivided are to win this game, they're gonna have to make kind of a similar kind of hold that their opponents have been able to up to this point.
Well, I mean, as of right now, I mean, the pace of play is slowed down, but the lead has not. You can see it's 13 points right now up for Warriors. They're already at 29 to the 16 on the other side. So eDivided, I mean, they kind of just got shook basically with this opening break and the way these shots are coming through. And that's a great shot there, as just absolutely dome Steph goes down. That had the sniper as well, as you can see Hockner going around the back. I mean, it's just all gas, no breaks here from the side of Warriors. They're just holding it forward, and they're going as far forward as they can. Now you're doing to spend more time in the other team's base than probably his own.
Yeah, and I mean, I think here, like, you're gonna want to just pull back a small bit. These power weapons are coming in now soon, so you don't want to find yourself caught caught in a push from your opponents by being too far advanced when these things come up. But it looks like they've completely done that, and they're 100% fine. They pick up the rockets, get a couple of kills, and they are back on top again now. Just gonna pile more misery down into Sniper Pit. And yeah, this is a very professional performance here, I think, by Warriors. Very workmanlike, very just like disciplined and team oriented, I think, which is impressive when it comes to mixed rosters.
Yeah, I mean, it is only week 3, so there's a pretty limited amount of time that these rosters could have been playing together as well. You're going to see the lead brought down to about 10. It's going to be 9 as of right now. So eDivided slowly chipping away at this. They're slowly getting these picks, and they're slowly stabilizing. The issue, though, is that you're beginning to run out of time. It's only 14 more kills for Warriors, so you can't really drag this one out for too long, just because it's not going to be very advantageous for your side. You're going to see a sniper picked up, and a stick will come through as well. Messi's going to find Newbert, and that is going to be, I believe, that's going to be Hockner, brought down extremely low here, back in the sniper's nest. So again, I mean, the points are beginning to close a little bit. So despite how we were talking about, oh, it's like 16, 13 points, and it's basically out of range, eDivided is once again showing that they're never to be counted out.
Yeah, they are standing up and being counted here. Like, I mean, I think it's incredibly impressive the way they've been able to completely stabilize. I mean, they lost the last round of power weapons, and they still were able to bring things back are back closer than they were previously. And yeah, this is a very swingy map. I mean, when it comes to Bandit here, he's just saying, get to 31. And as soon as you get to 31, get to 35, you know? Just all these little things. Just stay together, get your one pick, and then collapse. You know what I mean? So, like, he's... I would imagine he's trying to just make it so that, like, you know, the team aren't concerned with things like getting only need 9 kills. They're concerned with, we have to get 18. And, I mean, hopefully we see them close the gap here. I mean, it's not going to be a stake, and I mean, that would be, I think, unfounded for the level of competition we've seen here from eDivided. You know, they have, like, made a very good game of this. And I would love to see them, you know, maybe kind of get within 10 by the end of this match.
Yeah,
or
well,
be
I
within,
mean,
like...
It is currently 10. So, first wish granted right now. From the side of eDivided, they're doing a good job. And just kind of staying together and just setting up. Look at the nades from Bandit as well. Just absolute, just smoking Hockner out of that position. So again, I mean, you're bringing it down a little bit lower. It's a 9-point lead once again, but with only 5 kills left on the board, Warriors, unless there's like an absolute monumental collapse, which to be fair, we did sort of see in Aquarius when there was an 8-kill swing. I don't know if I can see Warriors losing this one. Then again,
yeah,
we have seen it.
I mean,
so it's not out of the question.
And I mean, they got 2 picks already, and if they're able to capitalize on these last 2, I mean, if you are alive right now for Warriors, you need to live. Because if you go down, like, eDivided could really start putting a bit of pressure on Warriors, especially if they're able to trap their spawns. Now, they only have 4 deaths to give up, but, I mean, if you're putting 2 more BRs in the direction of the enemy than they are to you, then, you know, you're gonna... Oh, it's 40. They've gotten 40, 40, 48.
It is going
It would
to
take something
become this close, and that's a great set of team
my
shots
God.
as Will. I mean, I guess didn't need him because he domes Hockner's back of the head anyways, but I mean, it was definitely there. The shots are going to come through. The repulse is going to be used as Bandit's going to try to get away, but he's going to go down 41 to 49. I mean, eDivided, I think it's basically locked in that they're probably going to lose this one, but I mean, they just brought it all the way back from down 16 kills, I believe it was at one point, to make it just 8 at the very end and possibly less unless they somehow go perfect Halo for the next few minutes and able to pick one up. I mean, Will gets one. There's a start, 43 to 49. It's not over till it's over.
Yeah, you're going to have to see a lot of discipline here. I think Bandit maybe overextended a bit too much in that last one.
There it is, the close out there. 50 to 43. Warriors are going to be your